And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And Ayton with the stuff.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Haliburton for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Well, we hear about NBA players whose dads played in the league or overseas. But for Tyrese Haliburton, his father, John, was a referee.
I mean, that man, Tyrese, was exposed to the game at such a young age. His father, John, took him to basketball camps starting in preschool. And when you watch how Tyrese plays, it's obvious he has a great feel for the game.
George outside. Pass to Crowder. And the Suns get it back. Bridges left side. Paul for three. Doesn't go for him. And Indiana will come the other way. Up and in on the layup.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pacers foul. Number 40. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And George with the jam.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Haliburton goes. A good look from Turner. That's good. And Haliburton gets the assist. On the wing, Crowder. Back to Paul. Ayton inside. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 3. Off target from outside. To the wing, right side. Pass to Wesley. Takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And here's Bridges. It's stolen by Haliburton. The 3 is up. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's George. Tipped. The 3 is up. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Paul. There's the steal. Pass to Wesley. Wide open. That one goes in.
Number 20.
And that ties it up.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Left side, Paul. And he drives in. On the break. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Indiana.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
At the line for the Suns.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
On the take.
Chris Paul.
And the basket is good.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
Pass to Wesley. Phoenix grabs the miss. George, a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 5 points.
Well, Paul George does have unlimited range, kind of getting into that mode where one of those guys you have to guard when he gets over half court.
Now here's Halliburton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to George. Now here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Indiana trailing here. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Patadze. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. It's Shamet on the wing. And the Suns get another three.
Quick and clean with that shot attempt as Shamet knocks it in.
Foster misses. Indiana on offense. 7-point differential. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And the Suns with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Driving to the basket. Foster misses.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Oh, and here we go again. The Suns on the break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Jackson outside. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Nothing's come easy for them inside here in quarter one.
Misses from short range. Kept alive. Pass to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
And the Suns with possession. They're on a 14-2 run here. Nice one-handed slam right there.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on to get up.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Guys, it's been great hustle defense throughout 2 quarters of play, contesting everything and racking up the block shots as well.
Our coaches always talk to defenders about good active hands. They've had that as well.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, "From starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident."
That they are, Allie. Thanks. And the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers. And I did a pretty good job.
Mikal Bridges.
And the basket by Bridges.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The Suns making a switch here.
Suns substitution.
Quarter number 2 and just over a minute of play. And that one is stuffed right through.
From Tyrese Halliburton.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Paul. The pass to Ayton. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's George. Out to Bridges. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Halliburton for 3. The rebound by Bridges.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Paul into the lane. Got a piece of it. Crowder outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Turner inside. From behind the arc. He drops it from range. 9 points in the game.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And the jam by George.
Assist from.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Here's Wesley. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job and help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Some changes for Phoenix. Here's Foster. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Oh, swiped away. He goes up.
Get out of the way.
Wow. Ooh, finishes with style. A double clutch jam.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
And just as he showed in college, Landry Shamet has a very high basketball IQ.
He does, and he makes great decisions with the ball. I mean, he takes care of the ball so well. He always plays under control and commands the offense exceptionally well.
No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And he dunks it down.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Pass to Pirtle. No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Inside. Here's Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Another shot.
2 minutes.
And it's good on the lay-in.
From Tyrese
He's got
Halliburton.
15.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Foster. And the three-pointer goes.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Pirtle with some nice D. Here's Foster. He's got 7.
Pacers foul. That's his
Time
first
called here.
personal foul.
Indiana decides to talk it over.
Oh, my. Their
Indiana
coach
calls
does not
timeout.
look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Indiana on D. They trail by 14. And the layup is good off the glass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Back to Smith. This one for 3. Clock at 6. Left side healed. Here's Duarte. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
It's deflected. Here's Duarte. On target from range.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it. And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Pass to Jackson. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. It's out of bounds to Indiana.
Suns substitution. DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges.
15 seconds left in the second quarter. Smith no good. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 17 at the end of the period, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, stick around. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Indiana with it. 17-point game. Pass to Duarte. The three. Nails it from three. He's got 6.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With this team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Pass to George. It's tipped. And they get it back. Can't cash it in from close range. It's tipped. Crowder with it. Takes the three. Knocks it down from distance. Crowder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And the defense has to bottle him up before Jay Crowder gets it going.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Ayton with the defensive effort.
DeAndre Ayton.
And so here's
That's
Phoenix.
His first personal foul.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
The Suns on offense. They have a 19-point lead. Paul for 3. The rebound by Turner. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming
That's his first personal foul.
Brent, you were a dunk contest champion in 1996. So when you think of the all-time great dunkers, who's the first person that comes to mind?
I have to go with Vince Carter. Probably during my time, the most explosive and exciting slam dunk artist in game that I've ever seen. But if you go through history, we know the likes of Dominique Wilkins and Dr. J. There's been many high flyers and many skywalkers, and we appreciate all of them.
It's George with the drive.
Paul George.
And that one's drained from the low block. George has got 9.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And it's Phoenix's ball. George left side. Pass to Ayton. George outside. Puts up a 3.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Out to the right wing. Bridges on the double. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
George for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Oh, trains the 19-footer. He's got 19.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And here's Paul. Here he goes. Out to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Here's George. That shot missing.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Oh, deflected. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Paul. It's stolen by Halliburton. There's the triple. And no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Looking to get it going. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. A challenging stretch for Indiana here. Pass to Hield. Over Johnson. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Deflects the pass. Hield on the wing. The 3-ball. Drops in the 3. Hield's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. It's George on the wing. Over Hield. Here's Pirtle. It's George on the wing. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it, and he gets into his motion.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. In transition, here come the Suns. And the basket by Shamet. Shamet's got 6. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
The officials were right on top of that one.
The first one falls. You know, Grant, court is a familiar place for Malcolm Brogdon's family. It's just Malcolm's involves a ball instead of a gavel.
Yeah, his father Mitchell is a lawyer and a mediator. Brothers Gino and John are also both in law. And while Malcolm hasn't gone to law school, he did earn a master's degree while in college.
Pass to Shamet. 5 to shoot. Doubled by Jackson. The shot by Pirtle, no good. There's the 3. The shot comes out. So Indiana will take it the other way. Hield from outside. Knocks down the triple. He's got 6.
Well, Hield showing some confidence there in the fast break with the jump shot. Just puts his head down and powers his way into that shot.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And that one's good. And the Suns lead by 21.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Brogdon drives in. And Brogdon with the stuff.
How about Brogdon rising up to the rim?
And the Suns with possession. 22 was their biggest lead.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's the 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Phoenix Suns continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. More 2K. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. With efforts to grow the game in Europe and Asia and Africa, really everywhere from the NBA. Grant, how do you see the future of this game?
Well, I think it lies in the young international stars. I mean, you see guys like Luka and Nikola Jokic from Europe and Joel Embiid from Africa. I think we'll see more and more of that as the league and the popularity of basketball grows overseas. I mean, those guys will have the drive and the examples to succeed overseas.
Here's Brogdon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton.
DeAndre
Yes,
Ayton.
and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Chris Paul.
Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Suns
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Cameron Payne.
Count it.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Driving inside. Wesley. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
That's his second.
And now we have an
foul.
intentional foul.
Second team
I'm not
foul.
sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Third team foul. Suns substitution.
George for 3.
Number 10.
And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers. And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Stolen by Ayton. George outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
For these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Three-pointer. The rebound by Turner. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Out of bounds.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last.
Substitution for the Suns.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. To the right side. Back to Turner. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. 27 points for him.
And a big part of their offensive success right now is the ability to create second chance opportunities.
George drives in. And he banks in the layup.
Paul George.
George has got 9 points in the quarter. And so it's Indiana with it. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Greg.
You know, BA, it really did. But, you know, it's interesting. I think there were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But, boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
Here's Foster. He takes it in. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Oh, George with a steal. Down low. It's intercepted. Back to Halliburton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
It's George with the drive.
2 minutes.
Oh, and the dunk by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Pass to Turner. Fires from deep. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
For Indiana.
And the second free throw is good.
3 shots.
And he makes all 3. And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
You know, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace the team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does.
6 on the shot clock. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Pass to Shamet. Now Aiden. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Shamet, no good. Here's Wesley. Can't get it to fall. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game.
刘德华，我当刘德华，拍电影发专辑，头发上抹点发蜡，头发上抹点发蜡，凌晨3点钟，兰桂坊，听着我的法拉利，我是个你是小弟，娱乐行业里面我们随时面临倒闭，把你身牢记，胖起来带动你的太阳穴，足够让你倒地，足够让你倒地，只要我在，你们跑都跑不。期待整个西亚市场都被我们霸占，像场龙卷风刮到我心，刮到我心，信号都是我们发射的说。